The Steet Pawnee Auto Group in Herkimer and Yorkville and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region. A special good morning to Susan Slavonic, watching in Yorkville.
Good morning and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living. Today we are in my hometown, Clinton, New York, home of one of the area's premier farmers markets. Come here, you can find anything and everything.
The Clinton Farmers Market is spilling over with summer's bounty. Visit this Thursday and every Thursday from 10 to 4 through October. You'll find some of the area's fresh fruits and vegetables, meats, cheeses, and baked goods, as well as artisans' creations and many friendly, familiar faces. For us, it's like a family reunion with many of the people we've met on the show over the years. Hope to see you at the Clinton Farmers Market this Thursday.
Oh, Joe Clark, the preacher's son, preached all over my pain. The only text he'd ever knew was "Hello, Jack and Game." Fare thee well, oh, Joe Clark, fare thee well, I say. Fare thee well, oh, Joe Clark, I'll be back one day.
This afternoon at 3 o'clock, enjoy Shakespeare in the Park. Little Falls Theater performs Twelfth Night, a free play at Sturzener Park at Canal Place, part of the annual Canal celebration in Little Falls today. Pick up the new August issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine, filled with colorful photographs, interesting local articles, fun ideas for family road trips this summer, and new this month, free downloads of music by local musicians. It's all inside this month's issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine, available at nearly 200 local mom-and-pop shops and restaurants. Find the complete list of pickup locations and view and download this month's issue at mohawkvalleyliving.com.
She could neither sing nor pray. She stuck her head in a buttermilk jar and washed her sins away. Fare thee well, oh, Joe Clark, fare thee well, I say. Fare thee well, oh, Joe.
The Steet Pawnee Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Pawnee Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Pawnee Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Pawnee Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Pawnee. You go the extra mile for your small business and should expect the same from your insurance company. For over 140 years, Turnbull Insurance Service has been committed to local small business. For your commercial coverage, turn to the company ready to go that extra mile. Turn to Turnbull.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
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 Have a big adventure in Little Falls. Visit Canal Harbor and Rotary Park, rent a kayak and paddle along the Mohawk River and Canal. Catch the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs in action. Discover Lock 17 and explore the geological wonder Moss Island. Plan your big adventure in Little Falls.
Few places bring the past and present together like the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown. Recently named one of the top 10 places where history comes to life by Good Morning America. Each weekend, costumed actors portray 19th century characters. Learn from knowledgeable interpreters. Ride the Empire State Carousel. Visit animals on the working farm.
There's fun for the whole family.
Step back in time at the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown, New York.
Melrose Supermarket is your family hometown market, known for their choice hand-cut meats, homemade breads, and fresh pastas and salads. Check out the weekly specials at Melrose Supermarket, East Main Street in Frankfort. Design it your way at Adirondack Furniture. Whether you're looking for furniture for your bedroom, living room, or dining room, you get to choose your style, wood type, finish, fabric, and hardware. American Made gives you the freedom of choice. Shop Adirondack Furniture for the best quality and price for solid wood furniture made in the USA. Ask about 0% financing and free delivery. Adirondack Furniture, Riverside Center, North Utica, and online at AdirondackHomeFurniture.com.
Her name was Loretta, I should have known better, but I fell for her love anyway. We got together because of a
Special thanks to Turnbull Insurance Service and Mark and Jim Turnbull. Their continued support makes the show possible. This week we're continuing our road trip in Clinton. Whether you're coming or going from the village, you can't miss the large paintings outside of 84 Utica Street. This is the studio of artist Tim Rand. His familiar tile-like paintings have recently broken their 2 dimensions, as the artist experiments with painting in 3 dimensions.
I think as a kid I really liked using Legos, so it's kind of me still using that part of my brain, just kind of trying to figure everything out, because every block is a different level depending on where it is in the face. You have to paint every single one individually, so it takes a lot longer than just a regular traditional portrait. It gets kind of annoying about halfway through, but you know, after staying up all night and then you look at it in the morning and then eventually it comes together and it's exciting. So, and then you just move on to the next one. I've been working on the portraits and the grid work for quite a long time now. So at some point I just need to work on a different series of work and I'll go back to the portraits and whatnot. But well, just keep going in the direction I'm going. I've had a couple shows in New York and just, I don't know, apply to shows, hopefully get into a lot. So basically you just have to be very frugal. And some months you sell a lot of artwork and some months you don't, so but it's definitely a way of life and I enjoy it.
You can see some of Tim Rand's work on display now through August 29th at the Other Side on Genesee Street in South Utica. Or look for his open sign and stop by his studios at 84 Utica Street in Clinton. Or visit trandart.com.
I came rolling down the hill, down into the Mohawk Valley. Train pulled into Union Station. One passenger was I who chose to stay. I heard drums along the river and banjos ringing in the heights.
When people want to know what's happening in Clinton or to learn about all the places to shop and eat, they visit villageofclinton.com. But this website didn't just happen. It was developed 10 years ago by Clintonian Matt Brockett. We visit with Matt at his company, Brockett Creative Group, on Middle Settlement Road.
It's important because it's a hub where people know that they can go for various information, such as times, or rather hours when a merchant is open, or is there an event going on at the same time that they want to visit the community. So they can kind of align things together, from, you know, the merchants to an event to other things going on in the area.
Brockett Creative Group was recently chosen to produce New York State's history tourism website, New York Path Through History.
What we did was we took Mohawk Valley Path Through History and branded it. We developed a website and we came up with some social media and marketing strategies to bring it all together and to promote it in the region. And we also developed a unique tool called My Path. And with this, you can create your own itineraries and keep track of your visits. And you can also create groups where you can share those groups with friends, family, and share the itineraries that you've created with them through these groups.
Check out the exciting new website developed by Brockett Creative Group for New York State's History Tourism Initiative. Discover Mohawk Valley Path Through History. Visit MohawkValleyHistory.com and plan your own itinerary of events and historic sites to visit. Nothing gives kids the confidence and sense of responsibility quite like riding and caring for horses. The Oriskany Creek Farm on Old Bristol Road in Clinton encourages kids to spend a day on the farm, feeding, cleaning, and grooming their animals. Here, chores don't seem to be a chore.
Teaches them a lot of responsibility, teaches them to respect the animals, It's something to grow with. I mean, they just enjoy it. They rather take care of a horse and clean up after a horse than clean their bedrooms. Well, the farm's been here over 50 years, and we actually took ownership back in '99. Been in horses since I was 11 years old. It started out taking lessons and showing, and it just grew from there. Well, they're here learning about horses. They're here for day camp, and they're learning how to groom, saddle, ride, bathe, feed, a little bit of every horsemanship skill every day. We have about 45 horses right now. We offer Western shows. We have some barrel racing. We have some hunter jumper shows. We also run a Special Olympic program, and they have their county shows here every October. I usually start them 5 and up. There's a few 3, 4-year-olds that were able to do it. So, but generally 5 and up. I've had people almost 80 years old ride. Oh, great mental therapy. The people are great. The horses are great. We just enjoy it.
To learn more about Oriskany Creek Farm, visit their website, theoriskanycreekfarm.com, or on Facebook. You can also attend their horse shows this September. The Western Show is Sunday, September 14th, and the English Show is Sunday, September 21st.
I'm so proud to call it my home. It's not what you take or give. It's here I'm gonna live. Oh, I'm making this valley my
When planning your family's future, turn to the principles of the past. Turn to Turnbull. Turnbull Insurance Service is an independent agency representing the most dependable companies for all your insurance needs, as well as complete financial planning and wealth management. Call today for a free assessment.
The people you know, the rock you love, and more songs per hour. 92.7 FM, The Drive, Central New York's locally owned independent rock station.
Whether you're looking to sell or buy your first home, retirement property, farm, or lake house, call River Hills Properties. Agents look forward to meeting with you to present a personalized plan. River Hills Properties, bringing you home. Call 896-1009. Look and feel amazing at the graduation, tea, or garden party in a fun, comfortable dress from the Village Crossing. Check out the fabulous summer fashion in Clinton.
Hi, Dr. Tom. Bringing your cat to the Paris Hill Cat Hospital on Sundays is a part of Mohawk Valley Living. Come inside and see why.
Paris Hill Cat Hospital, this is Lindsay. How can I help you? Hello, Mrs. Cole. Your cat is losing weight and you need an appointment? And you're only available on weekends. Sure, I have an available appointment with Dr. Karen Sunday at 2 p.m. Does that fit into your schedule? Okay.
We're open 7 days a week because we know that your cat can become ill anytime. The Paris Hill Cat Hospital, quality care for your cats and kittens.
I, R.A. Dudrak, the Window King, invite you to visit our showroom in Holland Patent, or we'll come to your home by appointment. We've been installing replacement windows for over 45 years. Keep your palace cool in the summer and warm in the winter by adding new windows. Many styles and selections to choose from. Bay, bow, garden, and double hung, single hung, and slider windows. The Window King also introduces color replacement windows. So take a short drive to R.A. Dudrak, Holland Patent, and tell them the Window King sent you.
Expecting company? Just call Deansboro Superette. They prepare delicious Middle Eastern platters for any number of guests. Call 841-4377. North Star Orchards is open for the season. The greenhouse is full of potted plants, annuals, and vegetables, and outside you'll find perennials, trees, shrubs, and topsoil. The bakery's open too, with fresh pies, cookies, breads, and muffins at North Star Orchards, Route 233, Westmoreland.
There was music in the valley. There was music in the air. There was music all around me.
Nothing tastes like summer in the Mohawk Valley like fresh sweet corn. So sweet you can eat it right off the stalk, like we did on our visit to Savicki's Farm Market. They harvest corn 3 times a day or more to keep up with demand. Since the 1920s, the Savickis have been growing fruits and vegetables high up here over Clinton on Route 12.
Me and my great uncle run the farm. We're partners, and my wife helps out, and I have a few other family members and employees that work here. And right now it's sweet corn season. This is what we do. It's one of our biggest crops that we grow, and we pick it fresh 2-3 times a day. And we got around 35 acres of sweet corn, probably 8 to 10 varieties depending on the year. But this year we probably have about 8 different varieties. We do bicolor, which is butter and sugar corn. We also do a white sweet corn that's going to be starting very soon. And then with some later varieties, as the season goes, you get into some longer day varieties. And we pick from late July through sometimes mid to late October. We pretty much have corn just until a good hard frost.
Savicki's Farm Market is located on Route 12 in Clinton, open 7 days a week.
Plant good things to eat. I'm gonna heel it in with my own 2 feet. Yeah, down in the dirt. Dig down, way, way down in the ground.
We head back down into the valley to the village of Clinton to do some shopping. The 2 U's relocated last month to the old Clinton Courier building. Cynthia Kirschner recently sold the 160-year-old newspaper and immediately picked up her knitting needles. She turned from yarn shop customer to co-owner.
When I decided to sell the newspaper, I was sitting in the yarn shop with Bev one afternoon knitting, and she said, "What are you going to do when you're done with the newspaper?" And I looked around, and the colors and the textures were wonderful, and I said, "You know, I'd really like to buy in here." And she said, "Okay." Didn't miss a beat, and we moved forward from that. She has all of the creative abilities of a designer. She knows color, she knows texture, she knows fiber. She is marvelous with fiber. She understands it. And I bring the business end to it. 22 years of running a business, because that was my job at the Courier. I ran the business end of it. And she hates that part. It works perfectly. We have a really good relationship working together because we each know what we can do.
I don't remember learning to knit. My grandmother taught me to knit when I was about 4, and I think it was out of self-defense. But to be a good knitter, all you need to do is have 2 hands and some manual dexterity, and the dexterity can be developed. But it's just fun. It's creative. It's almost like painting, but you're painting with wool rather than acrylics. I could never use paint, so my medium is wool and fiber. When I was in my teens, the only yarn you could get in the United States was like horrible acrylic. It was like knitting with a plastic bag. And then I went to Europe, and the yarns over there were just amazing. So I started knitting again, and that was like in the 80s, mid-80s. And when I came back to the States, I was disappointed because I was going to miss out on all the great yarns. But when I moved there and came back, the yarns had made their way across the Atlantic and were here, and everybody was knitting. I was so excited. So it was just something happened. I think people wanted to get back down to basics, and this is just one way you can. Knitting, quilting, crocheting, all of those things are very basic, and it's a skill that was being lost for a long time, and now it's back.
The 2 U's is located at 4 Meadow Street in Clinton, right next to Kinney Drugs. They are open Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday 10 to 4 and Friday noon to 9, with extended fall hours and lessons coming in September. We head up to the Village Green and East Park Row to Across the Row Bistro, located in a beautiful Victorian house overlooking the green. Here you can enjoy a casual lunch or an elegant dinner. The atmosphere suits any occasion. Outdoor dining on the grand porch is a joy, as is Chef Brian's creative selection of enticing entrees.
I went to the School of Hard Knocks versus a formal culinary program per se, and so I worked under a lot of different chefs. I was in New Orleans after Katrina, picked up a lot of local flavors from that kind of a thing. I was in Baltimore, so we worked around, and Philadelphia had a lot of great restaurants while I was down there during the 80s and whatnot. Ran a wild game restaurant there for about 5 years, and specializing in wild game, so had quite a bit of diversity to be able to see things. So I try and draw all that back together and mix those flavors together. Just don't want to be just another kind of Italian restaurant. There's a lot of those in the area, so we have little flares of that. Half of that is my background, so I don't want to ignore it altogether. So I started as a dishwasher, my first job coming out of high school, and worked my way up to learn how to be a cook, a short order cook at first, and cooking was always in my family. So the company I worked for offered me a job traveling around the country and opening up new restaurants, and subsequently I did that for about 3 years and then settled in Philadelphia and raised a family there for about 18 years. And then had the opportunity to come back and to the area in 2009, and I did. And a couple years later, this place became available, and I thought, well, might as well plant some roots again. So we put the restaurant together, and here we are.
I enjoyed my delicious lobster risotto overlooking the village park. I am now enjoying Brian's delicious homemade chocolate mousse. In fact, you can come down here tonight and enjoy one yourself on the house, right? Or a free glass of wine.
Across the Row Bistro is open for lunch Wednesday through Saturday and Mondays. It is open for dinner Thursday through Monday. Mohawk Valley Living fans enjoy dinner tonight starting at 5 p.m. and receive a complimentary dessert or glass of wine with your entree. If you'd like to make a reservation, call 381-3076 at Across the Row Bistro, 8 East Park Row in Clinton. We head across the row to do some shopping at one of Clinton's many stores. Dawn Marie's Treasures is a treasure trove of home decor, women's clothing, collectibles, and jewelry. Open Monday through Saturday at 18 West Park Row. Patty Wax is one of my personal favorites for clever and unique gifts for friends. They'll even wrap up your item in a pretty bag with ribbons if you're looking for a nice favor on your way to a party. Located at 10 West Park Row in Clinton. Allie Lynn's is a home decorator's dream, with distinctive dishware, curtains, candles, towels, rugs, needlepoint pillows, and wine accessories. They are open Tuesday through Saturday at 3 West Park Row. We reach the end of West Park Row and Cafe J on the corner of Clinton's busy intersection. This little coffee shop and cafe is the perfect place to grab a cup of your favorite coffee or tea and watch passers-by. They also serve up salads, sandwiches, quesadillas, and vegetarian options. Richard opts for a traditional Hemstraut's Half Moon cookie to enjoy with some good conversation with some of the locals. For a truly Clinton experience, mark your calendars for August 23rd for the 9th Annual Clinton Art and Music Festival. It's a full day of free, exceptional live music, artists, kids' activities, and food, featuring over 20 musical acts, from solo acoustic to 10-piece swing, gypsy to gospel, Irish to Americana. The party begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday, August 23rd in the village of Clinton.
To see what we can see, traveling round the Mohawk Valley. Let's see what we can see.
The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living. I love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
Visit Brenda's Natural Foods in their brand new, bigger location, right down the street at 236 West Dominic Street in Rome. Brenda's Natural Foods, something good and a lot of it.
Hi, welcome to the Little Falls Antique Center in the shops at 25 West. We have 2 full floors with 50 vendors of interesting and unique products ranging from specialized to very eclectic, primitive to the not so primitive. Remember, shop local, we're worth the trip.
Call Yannick Excavating for all your residential and commercial projects, from new construction and land clearing to septic systems, driveways, basements, ponds, and topsoil. Visit yannickexcavating.com.
Now through August 24th, visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum's new exhibition, Winslow Homer, The Nature and Rhythm of Life. Explore over 23 rarely seen original oil paintings and watercolors by one of America's foremost 19th century painters, now displayed as a complete collection for the very first time.
For more information, visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org.
The Fenimore Art Museum overlooking Otsego Lake in Cooperstown. Great American art in a beautiful setting.
When you shop Mealan's Market, you'll be the grill master. That's because every hot dog, beef patty, and sausage is made by Bob Mealan himself. Find everything for your next cookout, from store-made meats to fresh salads and tabbouleh, at Mealan's Market at the Four Corners in Clark Mills. That special art, photograph, or memorabilia deserves a special frame. Oscars creates one-of-a-kind gold and silver leaf mirrors and frames. Oscars Picture Framing, 12 Kellogg Road, New Hartford. Tom's Natural Foods is your connection to local farms for natural and organic fruits and vegetables, meats, eggs, cheeses, and other milk products. At Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally.
Baby, can't you see no matter where you go, you never find another friend like me. Anytime you are alone and blue, please hurry home, won't you? I'll be waiting.
We hope that you enjoyed today's show. It's always good to have you come to my hometown, Clinton, New York. Next week, we're heading north to Forestport, so be sure to tune in. Between now and then, enjoy Mohawk Valley living.
What it is singing. Honey, honey, I got to know you. Ain't got no money, but I got plenty to show you. Honey, honey, meet me on the river road. Chi-Chi Raposo got a head like a bean. He steers a T-bird like you never seen. Picks up the young ones at the Dairy Queen, saying hop on in now. 'Cause honey, honey, I got to know you. Ain't got no money, but I got plenty to show you. Honey, honey, meet me on the river road. See that outlaw sitting under a tree? Well, his collar's buttoned so his girl won't see. She tells her mama just before she leaves.